Hello everyone, this is Dr. E and for today ay pag-uusapan naman natin kung paano tayo magsasagot ng mga quadratic inequalities or yung ating mga equations na gagamitin ngayon ay hindi na linear kundi mga parabolic or quadratic. At ito ang ating pag-uusapan ngayon at bibigyan ko kayo ng mga techniques and strategies kung paano nga ba sagutin ang mga problems involving quadratic inequality. So, unang-una, dapat alamin natin kung ano ba yung quadratic inequality. So, sa mathematics, meron tayo tinatawag na quadratic equations at yung quadratic inequalities naman, para rin lang siyang equation but this time we're using inequality symbols like less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. So, mga examples ng mga quadratic inequalities na makikita at masasagutan ninyo sa mathematics would be 3x squared minus 4 greater than 0. Pwede ding negative 2x squared minus 5x plus 2 less than or equal to 0. Or 2x squared minus 3 less than 0. At mapapansin ninyo na wala tayong equal sign na nakikita dahil lahat ng yan ay example of inequalities. At mapapansin nyo rin yung ating equation ay laging merong highest exponent of 2, kaya tinatawag siyang quadratics. So, yung mga examples natin na yan, ang tinatawag natin quadratic inequality. At yun namang mga counter examples na tinatawag, ito naman yung mga inequalities na hindi quadratic. So for example, 4x plus 3 greater than 3, hindi siya quadratic inequality dahil linear equation si 4x plus 3. So, inequality siya pero hindi quadratic. Ito naman, meron tayong 2x cubed plus 5x less than 3. Hindi rin siya quadratic inequality kasi ito ay cubic inequality. At yung last counter example natin ay 2x squared plus 2x equal to 83, and the reason hindi siya quadratic inequality ay mapapansin ninyo na equation siya at yung ating symbol na ginagamit ay yung equal sign. So yan yung ating mga examples ng illustration ng quadratic inequality at yung kanyang mga counter examples. Now, paano naman tayo magsasagot ng mga problems involving quadratic inequalities? So ang mapapansin ninyo, hindi to inequality kasi x squared minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. So, equation siya at hindi inequality. So, bibigyan muna natin kayo ng konting review kung paano magsagot ng mga quadratic equations. So, sa quadratic equation, meron tayong 3 methods. 1, factoring. 2, completing the square. And 3, using the quadratic formula. And since itong ating quadratic equation ay factorable, alam natin ang factors ng negative 10 na kapag inad natin ay magiging negative 3 would be x minus 5 times x plus 2. So ito yung factored form or yung modified version ng ating standard form ng quadratic equation, and by doing so, magagamit na natin yung tinatawag nating zero product property wherein i-equate natin yung factors natin to 0 para makuha natin yung solutions or kung kailan magiging 0 yung value ng x natin pag sinubstitute natin sa original equation natin. So yung ating first 0 or yung ating first solution would be x equal to 5. At yung ating susunod na solution, magsasubtract tayo ng 2 on both sides using the additive inverse. Kaya meron tayong x is equal to negative 2. At yan yung tinatawag nating solving quadratic equation kasi nakuha natin kung kailan magzi-zero yung equation sa value ng x at dalawa ang mga values na yan at yan yung 5 and negative 2. So pag sinubstitute nyo siya sa original equation, it will equal to 0. Now, paano naman kung medyo parehas pero syempre magkaiba? So mapapansin ninyo, si x squared minus 3x minus 10 ay quadratic pa rin, pero hindi na siya equation, ito ay inequality. Ang tanong, parehas pa rin ba ang pagsosolve natin na gagamitin para makuha natin ang solutions ng ating quadratic inequality? So, alisin muna natin yung mga yan at mag-focus tayo sa quadratic inequality natin na x squared minus 3x minus 10. So, meron tayong series of steps. Ang unang step natin ay parang yung ginawa natin kanina sa pag-solve ng quadratic equation. So, kukunin natin yung kanyang solution or yung roots or kung kailan siya mag-i-equal to 0 para makuha natin yung ating tinatawag na critical number. So, paano natin kukunin yung critical number? Factor out natin siya. So, alam na natin yung factor niyan kanina. At yung ating mga solutions dyan ay x is equal to 5 at x is equal to negative 2. At ito yung tinatawag nating critical numbers. Hindi pa ito ang solution ng ating inequality dahil magkaiba ang equation sa inequality. So, ang step natin na susunod ay gagamit tayo ng tinatawag nating number line para ma-verify kung kailan magtutugma yung value ng x doon sa ating inequality. At ano ba yung ating inequality? Meron tayong tatlo na partitions. So, meron tayong partitions na less than negative 2. So, lahat ng left of negative 2. Meron tayong second partition na in between negative 2 and 5. At yung ating huling partition ay anything that is greater than 5. So, ito ngayon yung ating second step. Illustrating yung ating inequality using our number line para i-test. So, magte-test tayo ngayon kung anong inequality ang tutugma doon sa ating x squared minus 3x minus 10 less than 0. So, paano natin gagawin yan? So, una nating iti-test, syempre, doon sa unang partition, which is anything na mas maliit kay negative 2. So, lakihan natin ng space. So, magte-test na tayo by choosing a number that is less than negative 2 at yun yung ating isa-substitute sa ating equation na x squared minus 3x minus 10. Now, notice na magkaparehas lang si x squared minus 3x minus 10 at si quantity x minus 5 times x plus 2. At sa akin, mas nadadalian ako kung gagamitin ko yung factored form in substitution kesa yung aking original or standard form. So gagamitin ko si factored form instead of yung standard form kasi mas madaling mag-substitute at evaluate kapag nasa factored form yung ating equation. So, ano ba ang number na less than negative 2 na pwede natin i-test? Pwede natin gamitin si negative 1,000. Pwede natin gamitin si negative 1 million. Pero syempre, doon na lang tayo sa pinakamalapit kasi yun yung pinakamadali, which is negative 3. So, ang negative 3 natin, ang isa-substitute natin sa value ng x. At kapag in-evaluate natin yan, makikita natin na meron tayo negative 8 times negative 1, which is positive 8. Now, ang tanong is positive 8 less than 0? Siyempre, hindi. So, false yan, kaya ibig sabihin, hindi nagtutugma yung solution natin na anything that is less than negative 2 kasi hindi siya tumutugma doon sa ating test. So, kahit anong numbers ang ilagay nyo dyan, as long as less than negative 2, laging mali yung magiging inequality nyo, kaya false lahat ng mga values na greater than or less than negative 2. Now, yung second partition naman natin ay yung sa gitna in between negative 2 and 5. So, gagamitin natin yung same quadratic but this time, pipili tayo ng number in between negative 2 and 5 but not negative 2 and 5 kasi alam natin na magzi-zero na agad yan. So, hindi natin pipiliin yung critical number, pipiliin natin yung around the critical number, specifically between negative 2 and 5. At ang pinakamadali natin gamitin, pwedeng 1, pwedeng 0, pwedeng 4, pwedeng negative 1. Pero syempre, pipiliin ko si 0 kasi mas madaling mag-evaluate ng 0 dahil negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. At mapapansin ninyo, is negative 10 less than 0? Siyempre, tama yan. So, ibig sabihin, yung mga solutions natin ay tumutugma sa ating inequality between negative 2 and positive 5 using our test. So, kahit anong number na piliin ninyo, basta in between negative 2 and 5, not including negative 2 and 5, syempre, ang magiging sagot ninyo ay pasok sa inequality which is less than 0 lagi. So, ang huli naman nating test ay doon sa ating third partition which is anything above 5. So, gagamitin natin yung parehas na inequality, syempre. At syempre, pipili tayo ng number that is greater than 5. So, hindi siya pwedeng equal to 5. Kailangan greater than 5. So, pwede siyang 6, 7, 8, 200, 1,000, 5.8 if you want to. Pero syempre, kukunin ko is 6. So, si 6 ang aking gagamitin. 6 minus 5 times 6 plus 2. Meron tayong 1 times 8. At meron tayo ngayong 8 that is less than 0. Ang tanong naman ngayon ay, is 8 less than 0? Siyempre, hindi, kaya ito ay false. So, ibig sabihin yan, malapit na tayo matapos sa ating solutions ng ating quadratic inequality. So, ang solutions natin, since false yung dalawang partitions, yung dalawang dulo, ang natira na lang is yung ating gitna. So, ibig sabihin yan, yung ating mga solutions for x squared minus 3x minus 10 that is less than 0 will be in between negative 2 and 5. So, pwede nyo na siyang isulat into set builder notation tulad niyan, or inequality, or compound inequality. X is in between negative 2 and 5. Or pwede nyo rin siyang isulat as set notation. So, since ang ginagamit natin ay open circle, dahil less than siya, ibig sabihin not included yung ating negative 2 and 5, pwede nyo siyang enclose sa parentheses, dahil ang parentheses sa mathematics language, ibig sabihin yan, negative 2 is not included and positive 5 is not included in the set. So, anything in between them except negative 2 and 5. So, yan ngayon yung ating solution na tinatawag. At solve naman natin ngayon si x squared minus 9 greater than 0. And syempre, para mas ma-feel ninyo yung ating solution, sagutan natin yan sa ating whiteboard right here. So, tulad ng ating gagawin, pa-factor natin to para nagsosolve lang tayo ng quadratic equation. So, meron tayong factors ng x minus 3 and x plus 3 greater than 0. At meron na tayo ngayong critical number by the zero product property, and x plus 3 is equal to 0. So, meron tayong plus 3 on both sides. X is equal to 3, and then minus 3 on both sides. So, meron tayong x equal to negative 3. At ito yung tinatawag nating critical points. At itong mga critical points na yan, yan yung gagamitin natin sa ating sign chart or sa ating number line na kung saan itetest natin kung meron tayong 0, nandito si negative 3, at nandito si positive 3. So, pipili lang tayo ng inequality. So, gamitin natin si x minus 3, x plus 3, greater than 0. Anything that is less than negative 3, syempre, ang pipili natin yung pinakamalapit, which is negative 4. So, negative 4 minus 3, negative 4 plus 3, test natin kung greater than pala. Less than ako ng less than kanina. Greater than yung ating inequality. Greater than 0. So, titingnan natin kung greater than 0 yung magiging sagot natin. Negative 4 minus 3 is negative 7. Negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. Is it greater than 0? Let's see. Is 7 greater than 0? Ang sagot natin dyan, is it true? Yes, it is true. So, tama na yung ating value dito ay 7 bigger or greater than 0. So, ito-test naman natin siya doon sa ating second partition, which is in between negative 3 and 3. So, same, x minus 3, x plus 3, greater than 0. And then, kukunin natin si anything between 0, negative 3 and 3. So, syempre, kukunin natin si 0 kasi yun yung pinakamadali. 0 minus 3, 0 plus 3, greater than 0. Negative 3 times positive 3, which is negative 9. Is it greater than 0? Syempre, hindi. Kaya, hindi kasali yung partition natin between negative 3 and 0. So, from here to here, yan, hindi siya kasali. So, titingnan natin ngayon yung anything greater than positive 3. So, hindi nyo na ako nakikita dahil kailangan ko ng space. So, meron tayo ditong x minus 3, x plus 3, greater than 0. So, pili tayo ng mas malaki dyan. 4 minus 3, 4 plus 3. Lagi ako dun sa malapit lang. So, meron ako ngayong 4 minus 3, which is 1. At meron akong 4 plus 3, which is 7. Is 1 times 7 greater than 0? Yes or no? At ang sagot ay yes. Siya po ay greater than 0. Kaya, yung ating sagot ngayon ay Hindi yan, ito. Ang ating sagot natin dito ngayon, since tama yung ating illustration dito, so yung ating solutions for x squared minus 9 greater than 0 is contained in the interval x less than negative 3 or x greater than positive 3. So yan yung ating illustration, or kung gusto nyong gamitin ang set notation, pwede nyong gamitin na negative infinity, comma, negative 3, union of 3, comma, positive infinity. Yes, so yan. So yan yung ating dalawang illustration ng ating sagot kasi ini-illustrate na yung ating nakuhang sign chart dito kung saan hindi nagtutugma yung ating statement doon sa middle inequality ng ating sagot. So yan yung pagsagot natin ng quadratic inequalities using the simple steps of solving for the critical number, checking using the critical number from the number line, and then writing your answer in statement form dahil yan ang tinuturo sa atin ng solving equation using quadratic inequality. Natututunan natin dito kung paano tayo mag-critical think at magkaroon ng analytical thinking skill sa pagsagot ng ating mga problems. So, yan yung solving for quadratic inequalities. Next time, sagutan naman natin ang word problem involving quadratic inequalities. This is Dr. E, and see you again next time. Bye!